Each month, we take a look at all the games coming to Xbox and suggest 10 of the most exciting for you to keep your eye on. Ahoy folks, Craigo here for Pure Xbox, and here are the top 10 Xbox games of May. Kicking things off at number 10 with a shaggy sandwich is Multiverses. Technically not a new game because it launched over a year ago, but then unlaunched itself and now is launching itself again on May 28th. In theory, Multiverses is a new game again. Yeesh. Multiverses is essentially a free-to-play Super Smash Bros. Game with characters like Steven Universe, LeBron James, Shaggy Rogers, and even Batman. The roster is pretty great actually, and from what I played back in the day, it's genuinely not a bad brawler at all. Bagging 9th spot is Hypercharge Unboxed, which, let's be honest, if you were around in the late 90s, you're probably feeling some Small Soldiers vibes right about now. Think Toy Story, but Andy's gone to college and all of the toys have gone to war over room supremacy. Basically, what we have here is a really cool action figure FPS with PvP, a co-op campaign, and all of that jazz. I totally dig the tiny soldier vibes, busting out of their boxes to battle Beyblades, shoot down toy planes, and even blast away those classic little green soldier guys. Hypercharge Unboxed makes its way to Xbox May 31st. 8th spot goes to this gift. Really, this game's called Gift. Anywho, Gift looks like one of those charming indie games with a whole lot of heart, character, and a somber soundtrack. The story is something along the lines of a luxury cruise that starts sinking, and our protagonist here has to puzzle their way out through a submerging ship. It's ideal then that our pal here is wearing a deep-sea diving helmet. In fact, a few of these characters are wearing these nautical helms, which makes you think if this was a diver-themed cruise destined to sink this whole time. Because, you know, they're equipped for it. They're equipped for the ocean with their masks. Who knows? I guess you will on May 9th. Up next in 7th spot is Corpo Nation: The Sorting Process. Another release for May 9th. My days, what a busy day the 9th is turning out to be. Not as busy as you'll be punching into your new sorting job for a corporation that surely isn't sinister at all. I've got my eye on this one for many reasons. Firstly, it's giving me ample Papers, Please vibes, and secondly, it's one of those games that does the old bait and switch on you, where everything is all like happy and positive, and then it just glitches, gets really sinister. Then before you know it, you're just back to normal again. I love those gaming moments. I'm sure it's gonna be a good time. Sitting in 6th spot is not a May 9th release. Instead, May 23rd will be the perfect day for Haunty. This simply gorgeous indie from Moonloop Games follows the story and combat of a brave little ghost on a quest for answers. It's a twin-stick action game with a bunch of puzzle elements thrown into the mix. Looks like you'll be able to haunt enemies and the environment itself to progress through this one. For me personally, the main draw for Haunty is the pretty visuals, but also its soundtrack, and I do love good sounds with me games. If clowns put the fear in you, then this next one is sure to give you the chills. And I've just realized that my list actually features 11 games. So let's say that Killer Clowns from Outer Space takes 5th and a half spot? Yeah, we'll go with that. Much like your Friday the 13th, this asymmetric horror game plucks the baddies from an iconic movie horror franchise and whacks them into a game for you. This has all the hallmarks of your Dead by Daylights and the aforementioned Friday the 13th game, where players must fuel generators, unlock doors, and escape, whilst being chased down and slaughtered by player-controlled clowns. You get the gist, right? Oh, and it's May 28th for this one. Coming in definitely 5th spot is the System Shock Remake. Probably could be higher up on the list, but you'll understand once you see the next game. But anywho, you'll get it. Anyway, System Shock launched last year on PC and is finally hitting consoles May 21st. And frankly, it's about time. Who doesn't love the remastered classics, huh? Soon, all of us console gamers will be able to marvel at all the sci-fi visuals mished and mashed together with that cult gameplay goodness the original System Shock was known for. The story is something to do with a psychotic AI gone bad, which I'd like to think still lives in the realms of sci-fi fiction. Honestly, who freaking knows these days? Am I right? Aha! Told you you would get it once you see who's in 4th spot. It's only Little Kitty Big City, which of course means you play as a cat. It's no Stray, that's for sure, but instead a very silly, very furry, and indeed very silly. Did I say silly already? Well, that's pretty much all of it, really. The game revolves around life as a lost kitty in an inhabited place of greater size, population, and or importance than a town or village, aka a city, and we managed to bag the cat's release date of God, this one's a May 9th as well. Yeah, May 9th for Xbox Game Pass. What a joy. Right, Indica. Is it Indica? I'll go with Indica. Indica is in 3rd spot because if I'm being honest, it looks weird as hell. When I tell you the marketing for this game is bizarre, then, well, you look at it for yourself. What even is this game? I don't know exactly, but I'll tell you what I do know. Firstly, it launches May 8th. And basically, I think it's a game that centers around a tormented Russian nun who must engage in these classic Resi-like puzzles to journey deep into her own soul. All the while, our nun friend here is being taunted by a devil that's living away in her head, just whispering sweet nothings of stuff. I'm not 100% sure what I'm signing us up for here with Indica, but hey, I'm excited and I'm definitely going to be checking it out, so maybe you should too. The penultimate spot on this top 11 now, I suppose, goes to Humanity. You know, I blame this one for the extra game in this list. It came in late and whatever. It's not the first time I blame Humanity for something, but let's get back to it. This action platformer launched on PlayStation early last year to some very positive review scores and continues to be popular to this day. So to summarize all of Humanity in one sentence, you play as a glowing dog who must guide hordes of smooth-brained sheeple to the end of each level, and then you rinse and repeat and you keep doing that. Who knew that masses could be easily controlled? You know? Who knew? Xbox gamers can get their paws on Humanity on May 30th. Of course, our top spot goes to Senua's Saga Hellblade II. It's the game of May without question. Which reminds me, I should bloody well start the first one. Yeah, I'll admit it, I haven't played Senua's Sacrifice yet, but it's installed, I promise. In fact, I'll boot it up this evening. Anyway, back to it. Hellblade 2 looks phenomenal, doesn't it? I can't tell how many times I've been blown away by its spectacle, and there's not long to wait now. May 21st to be exact. This sequel continues the narrative of an Icelandic Viking, Senua, and her battle for survival of both body and mind. Looks like we're going to be diving deep into the psyche of a battle-worn warrior, which is sure to be cinematic, captivating, and beautifully realized. And well, if you think Hellblade 2 looks cool, it'll launch on Game Pass, of course, but the first game is on Game Pass too, so why not join me by getting ready for Senua's Saga together? It'll be fun! We can have a chat about it on the community panel or something like that. Join me! Anywho, there you have it, 11 of the best games coming to Xbox in May. Be sure to fire off in the comments which games you're looking forward to and how the lineup makes you feel and all that noise. Thanks for watching. All that's left to say is bye-bye for now. Cheerio!